So the topic on solutions. So we are studying the different types of solutions. In each one we have studied different types of concentrations earlier. Now we shall take different types of solutions. When you take a solute as a solid, liquid or a gas, and solvent as a solid, liquid or a gas. So totally we have 9 types of solution systems. But actually solid in solid is not a homogeneous one. So it is a heterogeneous one. We consider that in the other topic. And in case of the solutions chapter of this second year or 12th standard, we have only 3 types of solutions for study. When you take a gas or a solid or a liquid, dissolve in a liquid solvent. So we get 3 types of solution systems. The first one that we study here is solubility of a gas in a liquid. Solubility of a gas in liquid. When we consider this solubility of a gas in a liquid, there are so many factors which affect the solubility of a gas in a liquid. So first let us take the factors affecting solubility of a gas. Solubility of a gas in liquid. The first factor that we consider is this nature of gas, and nature of solvent. Nature of solvent. When we consider this nature of gas and nature of the solvent, we can give one general statement: like dissolves like. Like dissolves like. That is, when we consider the gas and a solvent which are both polar, then polar gas is highly soluble in polar solvent, while non-polar gas is more soluble in the non-polar solvent comparing to the other kind. So a polar gas is more soluble in polar solvent. For example, when we consider this ammonia, HCl or carbon dioxide, these are more soluble in water, means it is less, they are less soluble in the non-polar solvent like benzene, toluene, etc. Similarly, when we consider this non-polar solvent, non-polar gas, a non-polar gas is more soluble in non-polar solvent. More soluble in non-polar solvent. For example, when we consider these non-polar gases like nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, etc., these are more soluble in benzene, toluene, etc. So this benzene, toluene, they are actually non-polar solvents. So remember, like dissolves like, that is polar gas more soluble in polar solvent, non-polar gas more soluble in non-polar solvent. It also means the other way, nitrogen, oxygen and hydrogen are less soluble in water, and ammonia, HCl and carbon dioxide are less soluble in benzene as compared to the other type of solvents. So this is one. The second one being the temperature. When we consider the effect of temperature, when you dissolve a gas in a liquid to get the solution, this process is found to be exothermic. Exothermic. That means delta H is negative, as we have studied that in the thermodynamics topic. Since the solution process of a gas in a liquid is exothermic in nature, so we use this Le-Chatelier's principle. According to this one, Le-Chatelier's principle, as the temperature increases, as temperature increases, solubility of a gas in liquid decreases. So as the principle Lee Chatelier states, the equilibrium will shift in the direction to nullify the effect of a constant whenever we have a process which is reversible in nature. We observe one important thing, that when you keep heating a bowl of water, we observe that initially there will be some bubbles coming out. Those bubbles are nothing but the dissolved air that is dissolved in the liquid. Then we have some experimental results also which support this effect of temperature. So we consider the solubilities of gases in 100 grams of water. So these are the experimental results to indicate the effect of temperature. Here we consider gas 0 degree Celsius, 20 degree Celsius and 50 degree Celsius. First let us consider this nitrogen gas. When we consider this nitrogen, at 0 degree Celsius its solubility is 0.0029. That is grams per 100 grams of water. At 20 degree Celsius it is 0.0019. At 50 degree Celsius it is 0.0012. So as the temperature increases, solubility decreases. In case of the oxygen, we have these solubilities 0.0069 at 0 degree Celsius and 0.0042 at 20 degree Celsius and 0.0027 at 50 degree Celsius. When we consider this carbon dioxide, here we have taken nitrogen and oxygen which are non-polar gases, while carbon dioxide is a polar gas. So just observe this polar gas more soluble in polar solvent. The solubility of this one is 0.335 gram per 100 grams at 0 degree, 0.169 at 20 degrees and 0.076. In case of ammonia, since ammonia reacts with water, the solubility increases. So we have this 89.9 grams per 100 grams of water at 0 degrees. It is 81.8 grams per 100 ml and it is 51.8 and it is 28.8. Just compare this non-polar and polar gases and also effect of temperature. As the temperature increases, the solubility decreases. So that is the experimental proof for the effect of temperature on the solubility of a gas. And in most of the competitive examination, they don't ask these values, even in board exam also, but they will give you the comparative values and you are asked to select the correct answer. Remember, for a non-polar gas, the solubility is less. For a polar gas, solubility is more. As the temperature increases, solubility decreases. In case of non-polar as well as the polar solvent. We can have one natural example. In the winter season, there will be more dissolved oxygen in water, while as the temperature increases, in the summer it is maximum temperature. In the summer, the dissolved oxygen will be lesser in water as compared to that in the winter. So we shall consider the third factor, that is the effect of pressure, in the next video. Thank you.